Hello everyone, my name is Jamin. Thanks so much for visiting my channel. In this video, I have an EliteBook 850 G7. I'm going to show you how to get inside, access your Wi-Fi card. So first thing, power down your computer, make sure that it's off and unplugged from your charger. We're then going to flip your computer over to access the bottom case screws. You'll see the screws that need to be removed near the red arrows. After removing those screws, you'll take a small, flat pry tool. It's generally best to start out back near one of the two hinge assemblies in the corners. Pry the bottom case up from the computer, work your way down the sides towards the front. Now, don't put your pry tool too far in, you could damage some internal components. Just keep it on the edge, go nice and slow but firm, and you'll be able to get that bottom case off. After you do, this is what you're looking at for the inside of your computer. Now, as a general computer repair side note, whenever I'm working on a computer in my shop, it's sitting on an anti-static mat. Either that or an anti-static bracelet are great ideas to avoid damaging anything in your computer when you're working on it. If you would like any help with tools or supplies for your computer project, as well as any of the replacement and upgrade parts for this specific model computer, I will have a link above, also below in the description, and it will be a list of all the tools and supplies as well as the replacement and upgrade parts for this computer. Your battery is right down here near the bottom of my screen. This battery is an 11.55 volt, 56 watt hour battery. The HP part number for this is CC03XL. I will have all that information below in the description for your reference, but I will also have a battery replacement option in that list I told you about with all of the tools and supplies and replacement parts for this model computer. Now, before touching anything in a computer, it's always best to unplug your battery first. Computers are safer to work on when as little power as possible is running through them. The battery is held in by screws next to the red arrows and plugs into the motherboard near the blue arrow. To unplug it from the motherboard, you would pull the plug down out of that port. However, be careful when pulling on wires or cables in a computer. If you pull too hard, you could damage them, and sometimes you could pull them right out of the plug. So if at all possible, just manipulate the plug as much as you can. Use a pry tool or your fingernails to wiggle that out of that port so you don't damage the wires. The Wi-Fi card is noted near the red arrow. You would remove the screw noted by the blue arrow, and that Wi-Fi card will release, and then you can take it out of that port. After that, the only thing left on the card would be the antenna wire, and those are just snaps. So to remove those, you would just pull directly up and off of the Wi-Fi card, and those will snap off. However, they do need to be at a perfect 90-degree angle to snap back on, and you are strong enough to damage them if they're not at the right angle and you try to force it. So it could be a pain in the butt, but just go nice and slow, be patient. You will be able to snap those back on. I will have all the Wi-Fi card specifications below in the description if you would like help finding a replacement, but I will also try to have a replacement option for you in that list I told you about with all of the tools and supplies and replacement parts for this model computer. As a side note, if you are having issues in your computer where you cannot see any Wi-Fi networks, you can't access your Wi-Fi options, that's most likely a system driver issue. It's probably not a Wi-Fi card issue. I will have a video tutorial link below in the description, also above in the video, and that will help you troubleshoot that before coming in here to try an invasive repair like this. And lastly, as long as you're in your computer, check out near the blue arrows, this is your RAM. RAM is a large part of your computer's speed and performance ability, and this computer has a good amount of RAM upgrades available. If you want more information on how to upgrade this RAM, check out the video that pops up when this one's done, and I'll explain more about that. If you have any questions, check out the FAQs below in the description. It could save you some time getting an answer. If you do need to leave me a question or comment, please feel free. I try to check those a couple times a day at least. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. I look forward to seeing you on my next video.